Evening, folks. Melvin here. Look, I love sex. Like, a lot. It feels great and is totally something I do regularly. And with other people. That being said, every once in a blue Harvest Moon 64, a game comes along that's so perfect, so finely crafted, so girthy, that even the sweet, sweet embrace of Lucinda falls by the wayside. Which is why today I present to you my list of top 5 games to give up sex for. Planting, sowing, shearing, growing. Farm labor rhymes about as much as it sucks. But with Farmville, you never even have to pick up a hoe, or a glass of juice, or a telephone call, or your infant child. Really anything at all, as Zynga's nightmarish farm simulator sucks you and every woman over 37 in your family into a deep, inescapable abyss flanked by the grinning jaws of Satan. Plus, Lady Gaga. When former tech startup turned tech-smoking crater Zynga first conceptualized Farmville, in what I can only imagine was a board meeting between Blackheart, Ivan Ooze, and Skeletor, they implemented the greatest time-to-microtransaction balance in the history of Facebook, so powerful that even people who thought it was dumb suddenly couldn't stop playing. Families crumbled, society fell apart, and lonely husbands were forced to make like 50 IKEA cabinets or cultivate a sad little basil garden on the porch. But hey, maybe there's something to it. I'll just till this soil, plant some watermelons, throw in a barn. Yeah, this is pretty fun. Who has time for sex when you can just put some horses here? And a tree. Ooh, and plant some tomatoes. Hey, maybe I'll go over to Gaga World and see what's going on. $5 for a windmill? I think I can manage that. Oh, damn it, they got me. The frozen wastes of Skyrim have beckoned more than one lusty adventurer into a life of chastity, as the collective content of the game and its expansions clocking at over 170 hours of sweet, grindy playtime. In addition to making my dreams of turning into a cow and throwing cabbages off the tallest mountain in the world come true, Skyrim's robust mod community has implemented nearly every facet of life available in reality to the heathen dirt people of Elder Scrolls, like choo-choo trains and lizard nipples. Which isn't to say that growing your power into an unkillable barbarian monstrosity isn't what I put on my college admissions forms, it's just that after the first 100 hours of non-stop delving through the same 2 crypt layouts and hundreds upon thousands of woolly spiders, I need the sort of comfort available to me in a giant, handcrafted sex palace lovingly developed by a very lonely man somewhere in Eastern Russia. I may have given up the promise of a woman's touch to make my sneak skill legendary, but that doesn't mean I have to be deprived of one lusty Argonian maid. Fuss rode that ass. Nothing yanks the blood out of my penis like a fat, anthropomorphic landlord in Smithian economics, so imagine my surprise when Animal Crossing New Leaf hit the 3DS and set the world aflame. Across the globe, hundreds of thousands of players collectively attempted to pay off massive housing loans by trading priceless dinosaur bones and endangered animals for jingle bells, which were then handed to Tom Nook as he filled his vault with one hand and furiously masturbated to the sound of wealth with the other. Debt and paying it back becomes kind of like an addiction in New Leaf, and your strangely shaped murder man, or woman, runs around town doing errands for creatures from my fever dreams until you eventually become mayor and rule the land with an iron fist. It's also time-based, so you literally have to check in with the game every hour, every day to see what's changed and prevent your villagers from escaping into cyberspace. Job? Relationship? Actual real-life mortgage? Who cares? There's always something to do in New Leaf, so filling a museum and trading villagers like trading cards allows for each and every player to tightly control a tiny world where nothing ever goes wrong and the cruel savagery of society can be blocked from consciousness. At least for the moment. I'm constantly afraid. It's no small secret that I love the Arkham series. Asylum and City were gaming perfection, and Origins was... well, Origins was a thing. But Rocksteady's back behind the wheel and everything's okay. Now some of you may be thinking, but Melvin, Arkham Ed isn't even out yet. How do you know it's gonna be any good? Because it's got sweet next-gen graphics, the flippin' Batmobile, and isn't made by the same developer that made LEGO Legends of Chima Online. There's no way this isn't gonna be the best game ever made, ever. I'm already planning on taking at least a week off from sex when it comes out. Maybe even 2. We'll see what Lucinda lets me get away with. Love you, boo. World of Warcraft, the Widowmaker, the Black Mamba, the Macho Man Randy Savage. From the vaunted halls of Blizzard came a game so enthralling that people literally died playing it. It's emptied bank accounts, foreclosed homes, and pulled the collective GDP of most countries on Earth in a single month. All for those epic perks. It's raid night, no ladies allowed. Yes, except for Arlethan's wife. She can tank. WoW has been around for a long time, but the dark whispered secrets of treasure and frequent dungeon updates made for a game that both never got old and kept people inside to help each other like a fat, virginal sword art online. Raid nights even had to be established in cohabitating relationships as a kind of spiritual barrier from girlfriends being incredibly pissed off all the time, which is funny because it's a term that never worked, and playing video games for 6 days a week isn't an actual job. Unless you're the guild treasurer and got ranked in 2v2, plus you have to send silk to the crafters and keep track of the DKP tab before Ragnaros to Firelord on Thursday. I'm sorry, Lucinda, but I can't go to bed right now. Do you want us to wipe? Is that what you want? Because if I don't get my Eye of Sulfuris, I can't forge the Hand of Ragnaros, and then I won't be top DPS. No, you go model some Swiss cheese because I'm a very important warrior and oh my god, they got me again. And there it is, your top 5 games to give up sex for. So the next time you're looking for an alternative to high-stakes penis poker, head on down to the steam room for one of these dry spells instead. You'll be glad you did. Anywho, I'm Melvin, and I'll see you next time. Hey folks, Melvin again. Be sure to click that subscribe button to keep up to date on all our latest content. If you're already a subscriber and just want to see more of me, go ahead and click that picture of my dapper derriere to see a playlist of all my videos. They're pretty tight. Anywho, I've got quite a few dailies to finish before tonight's big raid, so Melvin out.